A loaded question is a type of fallacy that occurs when a question is framed in a way that presupposes something that has not been proven or accepted by all parties involved. This fallacy is often used to manipulate or trap the respondent into giving a particular answer, regardless of its accuracy or validity. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the characteristics and implications of a loaded question. Presupposition or assumption. A loaded question contains a presupposition or assumption that may not be universally accepted or agreed upon. It embeds a controversial or contentious premise within the question itself, making it difficult for the respondent to provide a straightforward answer without accepting the underlying assumption. Biased or manipulative language. Loaded questions are typically crafted using biased or manipulative language that predisposes the respondent to a specific response. This can involve using emotionally charged words, framing the question in a way that favors a particular viewpoint, or presenting a false dichotomy that limits the options available to the respondent. Trap or dilemma. Loaded questions often function as traps or dilemmas by presenting the respondent with a no-win situation. Regardless of how they answer, they may be forced into conceding to the presupposed premise or facing criticism for their response. This tactic is commonly employed in debate or argumentative contexts to discredit opposing viewpoints or coerce agreement. Misdirection. Loaded questions may also serve as a form of misdirection by diverting attention away from the substantive issues at hand. Instead of engaging with the relevant facts or arguments, respondents are drawn into a discussion centered around the presupposed premise embedded within the question. Ethical considerations. The use of loaded questions raises ethical concerns regarding fairness, honesty, and respect for the autonomy of the respondent. It undermines the principles of rational discourse and mutual understanding by seeking to manipulate or coerce individuals into adopting a particular viewpoint. Here's an example of a loaded question. Do you still beat your spouse? This question is loaded because it assumes that the person being asked has previously beaten their spouse, which may not be true. It traps the respondent into a dilemma where answering yes implies they used to beat their spouse, while answering no implies they currently beat their spouse. Either way, the respondent is forced to accept the false assumption embedded within the question. Overall, loaded questions are a deceptive and manipulative form of argumentation that undermines the integrity of communication and rational debate. Recognizing and avoiding loaded questions is essential for promoting honest, respectful, and constructive dialogue based on sound reasoning and evidence.